Attention passionate Dallas, COWBOYS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL offseason, you already know that the Dallas Cowboys have been quite active, making moves that could very well shape their future for the upcoming season and beyond. And trust me, the buzz around the team is electric right now. The Cowboys, as we all know, have a rich history, a passionate fan base, and a roster full of talent that's eager to bring home that coveted Lombardi Trophy once again. But this offseason, it's not just about re-signing players or filling gaps. It's about strategic upgrades, bold moves, and setting the stage for what could be a historic campaign. One of the most talked about areas this offseason has been the running back room. Dallas, historically, has had a solid, dependable backfield. Think of Emmitt Smith, one of the greatest to ever do it, or more recently, Ezekiel Elliott, who gave Cowboys fans countless memorable moments. But in recent years, the team has been searching for that consistent, game-changing RB1 to carry the load and truly elevate the offense. Well, this offseason, they've made a series of bold moves to address that need. They signed veteran talents like Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, players with proven NFL experience, who bring a different dimension to the backfield. Williams, coming off injury, is a dynamic runner with explosive ability, while Sanders has shown flashes of brilliance during his time with the Eagles, especially as a versatile threat in both the rushing and passing game. But the Cowboys didn't stop there. They also used their draft capital wisely by selecting two intriguing rookies who could develop into key pieces for the future. Jadon Blue from Texas is a speedster with the ability to break away on big runs, and Phil Maffa from Clemson is a powerful downhill runner who can grind out tough yards. The idea here is to create a crowded, versatile backfield that can adapt to any game situation. But the lingering question remains, do the Cowboys have a true RB1 on this roster? Because, let's face it, even with all these additions, the question of who will be the primary ball carrier in critical moments still lingers. And that leads us to a very interesting possibility that's been circulating among fans and analysts alike. Could Dallas continue their aggressive offseason approach by making a splash for a big-name player at the running back position? And on top of that, what if I told you that a name like James Cook, the talented and somewhat disgruntled star from the Buffalo Bills, has been floated as a potential target? You see, Cook has been a rising star in the league, and he's been looking for a big payday. Over the past 2 seasons, he surpassed 1,000 rushing yards each year and was the NFL's co-leader in rushing touchdowns last season with 16. That's no small feat, especially considering the competitive nature of the league. Now here's where it gets really interesting. According to some fantasy football analysts, Dallas popped up as a top landing spot for Cook if he were to hit the trade block. Why? Because if he joins the Cowboys, he would immediately vault to the top of the depth chart, becoming a primary weapon in that potent offense. And the Cowboys, as we all remember, led the NFL in points per game just 2 seasons ago. Imagine a backfield with Tony Pollard, who's been fantastic when healthy, combined with a dynamic like Cook, who can do it all as a rusher and receiver. The potential for the Cowboys' offense to explode is pretty significant. Think about the weapons at Dak Prescott's disposal. CeeDee Lamb continues to develop into one of the best receivers in the league, and George Pickens, if they manage to hold onto him, could be a game-changer on the outside. The offensive line has been reshaped and strengthened, giving Prescott more time and space to work his magic. The running game, with Cook added to the mix, could become unstoppable, creating even more scoring opportunities. Just a couple of years ago, the Cowboys led the league in points per game, and with this kind of upgrade, they could be on the verge of reclaiming that top spot. But of course, it's not just about talent on paper. There are financial considerations. James Cook is looking for a significant contract, and the Cowboys are known for being cautious with cap space, especially with key players like George Pickens entering the final year of his deal. If the Cowboys sign Pickens to a lucrative extension, it might make it difficult for them to afford Cook, especially if they're also considering re-signing other key pieces or upgrading other positions. The salary cap is a puzzle, and sometimes, even the most talented players can be out of reach due to financial constraints. Yet, the idea of Cook in Dallas paints a pretty exciting picture. It's fun to imagine a scenario where the Cowboys, already loaded with talent, add a player like him and turn their offense into one of the most explosive units in recent memory. For fans, it's a dream, a tantalizing possibility that keeps hope alive for another deep playoff run. Remember, Cook has been a key contributor in Buffalo, rushing for over 600 yards and 20 touchdowns over his 3 seasons there. He's also a receiving threat, with nearly 900 yards and 7 touchdowns, making him a dual threat that defenses would fear. His ability to wear down defenses and create big plays could be just what Dallas needs to push through in high-stakes games. Beyond just individual players, this offseason has been about the Cowboys reinforcing their identity. The team's culture, led by head coach Mike McCarthy and defensive superstar Micah Parsons, is all about resilience, physicality, and relentless effort. Parsons, who has emerged as one of the premier pass rushers in the league, has shown a commitment to elevating the entire defense, and his leadership is contagious. The defense, which was already formidable, is expected to take another step forward this year, especially with the addition of young talents and veteran leadership. The Cowboys' front office has been quite strategic in targeting areas that can produce immediate impact but also have long-term value. The draft picks they made at running back, combined with their offseason signings, suggest a focus on building a versatile, balanced attack. And with Prescott healthy and motivated, there's no reason to believe that Dallas can't be a top contender once again. But it's all about execution, staying healthy, and perhaps making that one bold move to put them over the top. Now, let's talk a bit about the bigger picture. The NFC East is shaping up to be fiercely competitive this year, with the Philadelphia Eagles coming off a strong season, the Giants looking to improve, and the Washington Commanders trying to find their footing under new leadership. For Dallas, maintaining their dominance and taking that next step means not just having a talented roster, but making smart, impactful moves during the offseason. They've shown they're willing to be aggressive, and the talk of adding a star like James Cook fits perfectly into that narrative. It's about striking while the iron is hot, and with the talent they already have, a little extra firepower could make all the difference. Now remember, this is all speculation for now, but it's grounded in reality. The NFL offseason is a time of rumors, trades, signings, and strategic planning. Fans love to dream about what could be, and Dallas fans, in particular, have every reason to be optimistic. Their team is not just a collection of talented players. It's a franchise with a winning tradition, a passionate fan base, and a relentless drive to succeed. Whether or not they land James Cook, one thing is certain. The Cowboys are shaping up to be one of the most exciting teams to watch in 2024. And with the right moves, they could be back on top, challenging for that Super Bowl trophy with a squad that's as dynamic and talented as any in the league. So as we look ahead to the upcoming season, keep your eyes on Dallas. The pieces are falling into place, and the potential for greatness is within reach. Whether it's through internal development, strategic signings, or bold trades like the possibility of adding someone like James Cook, the Cowboys are clearly aiming high. The NFC East might be the battleground this year, but Dallas has all the tools to come out victorious. And I, for one, cannot wait to see how it all unfolds. Because if there's one thing Cowboys fans know, it's that this team always has the potential to surprise us all, to rise from the ashes and take that final step to glory. And that's what makes following this team so exciting year after year, season after season. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. Do you think they should go all in on adding a star like James Cook? Or do you believe the current roster is enough to contend for another Super Bowl? Whatever your thoughts are, I'm eager to read them and engage with your insights. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more deep dives, and all the latest Dallas Cowboys news you need. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting America's team together. Thanks for being here, and as always, go Cowboys.